remind me of your name.
Brian.
I wasn't gonna guess that.
I'm here on the Atlantis 25th anniversary cruise on the Anthem of the Seas with Miss Richfield 1981.
Yes, we just did a big ABBA number. I hope you got some of it. Did you get something on tape? It's nuts out there. If you haven't been on an Atlantis cruise, you got to come and join us after you see that and the fun we're having on this ship.
So you've been doing these for quite a while.
I have been doing them for quite some time. I started September 1999, and it was a Alaska cruise with Atlantis Events, and I've been cruising with them ever since. I don't go on every cruise because I can't, but I go on as many as I possibly can because they are so much fun.
And now, what would you say that there's a difference between the cruises, like the first cruise you remember and this one?
You know, I think they just continue to get bigger and better, and the dance parties are maybe what's the most noticeable, because it is an amazing thing when you're on the dance floor and all of this stuff. It's really a production, and I wish, and hopefully you film some of that, but you can't see it on film. You got to see it in person.
It's really amazing.
You got to see it in person. It's amazing.
What is your favorite part of every cruise?
My favorite part of every cruise, I'm so glad you asked that, is the togetherness. I always like it. Everyone gets on board and everyone's looking at everybody else, right? We're all like sizing it up. Is it going to be a pretty cruise, or is it going to be an older cruise, or whatever? And it always ends up being a great mix of people. There's muscle boys, if you like muscle boys, but then there's bears. I like bears. I like my man. I like a little something to hang on to. You know what I'm saying? A little junk in the trunk.
I like the little poo-poo platter of some of that thing.
Poo-poo platter. That's perfect. And it's just wonderful. And it all comes together. And it's usually like 24 hours. And then suddenly the whole thing gels. And people say hello to you in the hallways. And they're not from New York. They're not from Ohio. They're just from here. Everybody's just together having a great time, and they're from all over the country and all over the world.
Yeah,
actually, we got people from Australia and England and France, and I mean in Mexico. We got about 20 people from Mexico, all over.
And what's your next cruise?
My next cruise isn't until this October, because I have to work in P-Town all summer, which is on the tip of Cape Cod. I know. It's the tip of Cape Cod. If you don't know where that is, Massachusetts has that little curly Q that goes off of it. And it's at the very, very tip. And I work there all summer long. But anyway, my next cruise is October, out of San Diego. But Atlantis Events has really fun cruises during the summer, and I used to do them, and I miss them so terribly because it's the Mediterranean. Have you ever been to the Mediterranean?
I haven't.
Unbelievable. Like someday when I'm not working anymore, I'm going to do that every single year. I would go back to the Mediterranean every single year. It's so beautiful, you can't believe it. It's just something pretty. Every port you stop in is special and pretty, and the water's beautiful, and it's just, it's so wonderful. But anyway,
thank you very much.
well, thank you. What a pleasure.
It's a wonderful show.
Nice to see you. Mwah. And there's a lot of that going on too. Get out of here. Mwah. I love you all. Bye.
But this summer, just the tip.
Summer, just the tip.